Hey, what's up, y'all, man? This is your boy, y'all's chosen one. We are continuing the great book of Genesis. We're on chapter 32, 2014. We're gonna get through this Bible. We are gonna get through this Bible, I guarantee it. And they're not gonna shut me down this time. Not gonna shut me down this time, but we're gonna get through this Bible. And Jacob went on his way, and the Malakim of the Most High met him. All right, so remember in the previous chapter that Jacob took Rachel and Leah with him, and they departed and went to he wanted to get out the house. He's a grown man. He wanted to take care of his wife, so he wanted to go. So, and when Jacob saw them, he said, "This is God's host. This is the Almighty's host." And he called the name of that place Mahanaim. And Jacob sent messages before him to Esau his brother, unto the land of Seir, the country of Edom. And saying Edom is still Jacob's brother, even though Esau is treating him bad, And Jacob sent message, and and he commanded them, saying, "Thus shall ye speak unto my lord Esau. Thy servant Jacob saith thus, I have sojourned with Laban, and stayed there until now. And I have oxen and asses, flocks, and men servants, and women servants. And I have sent to tell my lord, that I may find grace in thy sight." And the messengers returned to Jacob, saying, "We came to thy brother Esau, and also he cometh to meet thee, and 400 men with him." And we went over that in Jasher chapter, first part of Jasher chapter 31. Then Jacob was greatly afraid and distressed. Remember, Jacob was a guy of, he was just a laid back guy. He was just like to dwell in tents and cook, and he wasn't no warrior or anything. Esau was a man of war. He liked to go out and hunt and everything. So Jacob had problems right here. Because this man is out for his life. He still had this anger kindled in him. And then Jacob was greatly afraid and distressed, and he divided the people that was with him, and the flocks and the herds and the camels, into two bands. All right, so tactically he's thinking, if I'm going out, man, we got to spread out. And said, if Esau come to the one company and smite it, then the other company which is left shall escape. So he's already thinking, they're gonna die. Somebody's gonna die within this. Somebody's gonna die. So that's the way Jacob's already thinking. But if you guys die, then we'll live. And Jacob said, "Oh, the power of my father Abraham, and the power of my father Isaac, Yah, which says unto me, return into thy country and to thy kindred, and I will deal well with thee." All right, he's like, come on, man, this is what you said, Yah. You said return to my country, and you're going to be with me, and now I'm facing death. "I am not worthy of the least of all the mercies, and of all the truth which thou hast showed unto thy servant, for with my staff I passed over this Jordan, and now I am become two bands. I become separated. Deliver me, I pray thee, from the hand of my brother," still calling him brother, "from the hand of Esau, for I fear him, lest he will come and smite me and the mother with the children, and my wives, and and thou sayest, I will surely do thee good, and make thy seed as the sand of the sea, which cannot be numbered for multitude." And he lodged there that same night, and took of that which came to his hand a present for Esau his brother. So he was just thinking all kinds of things to, calm his brother down and everything like that. Presents, gifts, man, you name it. He's trying it. 200 she goats, 20 he goats, and 200 ewes, and 20 rams. And you remember, the last time, Eleazar, Esau's son, had already took his stuff. Before, you know what I'm saying? He had already took his stuff already, man. Before he went to go see Laban, and now he's got to give away his stuff again. 30 milk camels with their coats, 40 kine, 10 bulls, 20 she-asses, and 10 foals. And he delivered them into the hand of his servants, every drove by themselves, and said unto his servants, Pass over before me, and put a space betwixt drove and drove. And he commanded the foreman, saying, When Esau my brother meeteth thee and asketh thee, saying, Whose art thou, and whither goest thou, and whose are these before thee? Then thou shalt say, Thy be thy servant Jacob's. It is a present sent unto my lord Esau, and behold also he is behind us. And so commanded he the second and the third, and all that followed the drove, saying, On this matter shall you speak unto Esau when you find him, and say ye moreover, Behold, the servant Jacob is behind us, for he said, I will appease him with the present that goeth before me, and afterward I will see his face. Peradventure he will accept of me. So went the present over before him, and himself lodged that night in the company. And he rose up that night, and took his 2 wives, and his 2 women servants, and his 11 sons, and passed over the ford Jabbok. And he took them, and sent them over the brook, and sent over that he had. And Jacob was left alone. And there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of the day. And when he saw him, that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh. And the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint, as he wrestled with him. So this man, we found out it's going to be a malakim of the Most High, is wrestling. You see, these angels, whether they're bad or good, can manifest themselves into humans. They can take on some kind of form. Okay. And he said, Let me go, for the day breaketh. And he said, I will not let thee go, except thou bless me. And he said unto him, What is thy name? And he said, Jacob. And he said, Thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince hast thou power with the Almighty, and with men, and hast prevailed. And Jacob asked him, and said, Tell me, I pray thee, thy name. And he said, Wherefore is it that thou doest ask after my name? And he blessed him there. So, most of the time, except in the book of Jasher, it actually gives the names of the Malakim, some of the Malakim, but most of the time, angels are, when they respond, they be like, what you need to know my name for? I'm a messenger. I'm sitting down here for a reason, but, that's beside the point. They're here to give a message, and, their name isn't important. And Jacob called the name of that place Peniel, for I have seen the Most High's face to face, and my life is preserved. So Peniel, the face of God. And he passed over Peniel, the sun rose upon him, and he halted upon his thigh. Therefore the children of Israel eat not of the sinew which shrank, which is upon the hollow of the thigh, unto this day, because he touched the hollow of Jacob's thigh, and the sinew that shrank. Interesting story. So you see, Jacob is wrestling with this malak, and Jacob's like, all right, well, if you want to wrestle me, can't punk out now, even though Jacob was a laid back guy, he had to protect his family and protect himself. So, when you're in a situation like that, I'm sure if you're not a fighter, that you'll stick up for yourself and you'll fight. All right, man. This is your boy, Yah's Chosen One. That was the book of Genesis, chapter 32, and we'll come with Jasher, chapter the late part of 31, some of the 32 on the next one. All right, shalom.